Hi guys, this is your host and host SUHAIL Mathur, best-selling author and co-founder of the Bookmakers Literary Agency, and I welcome you to a brand new episode of Superstars with SUHAIL. And today the superstar with us is none other than a very dear friend of mine who is an army wife and a very popular podcaster, a best-selling author and an award-winning poet. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you've guessed it right. It's none other than Tanushi Singh. So Tanushi, welcome to my show, Superstars with SUHAIL.
Thank you so much, Suhail. That introduction was, I felt like talking about someone else, but thank you.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to this, segment with you, and I'm sure the session would be extremely interesting where the questions will be sharp and the responses hopefully sharper. So before I take you through, my show, I must tell you that our show has 13 segments. And before we commence our first segment, you only need to keep three things in mind. Number one, you have to be frank and honest. Number two, you have to be quick and fast. And number three, you don't have to be shocked with anything coming your way. Right? So with that, let's commence our first segment, which is called Pehli Pehli Baar Hai. So, Tanushi, our first segment, Pehli Pehli Baar Hai, is a segment where we ask 5 questions about your firsts in life. And you have to respond quickly, but give a quick background about it so that our viewers know a little more about the same. So here's the first out of the 5 coming your way. Your first crush.
Yes, should I name him? In which standard?
Yeah, you can tell all of that. You may or may not name, but you can definitely tell who it was and which year.
7th standard.
Okay.
7th standard. Yeah. One Sardar.
Okay, nice. That's fine. But are you still in contact with him?
No, not at all now.
And did you ever let him know that you had a crush on him?
He couldn't believe it. He did get to know by 11th standard that I had a crush on him, but he thought it's some sort of a
prank,
vague rumor which he didn't want to believe. Yeah.
Oh, totally his loss. But nonetheless, moving to your second question, your first salary and how did you spend it?
My first salary, I think I gave it to my parents. I was just so excited about finally earning. I did my M.Tech, so it took a while to start earning. I felt like my friends, my peers have started earning, and what am I doing? Why am I still studying? So I was very excited, and I think I gave it to my parents.
So what was the salary, and in which year was this?
This was in 2009.
Okay.
The salary was around 18,000.
Not bad, yeah. That's fine. In 2009, that's a pretty decent salary. So great. Your first vehicle.
Scooty. So that
nice.
also came with my I think after I started earning, it was the first year of my work. I bought a scooty. Yeah.
Wonderful. I think all of these memories are so precious. Your first vehicle after starting your job is absolutely fantastic. Your first literary memory, something you associate literature with as the first or the earliest memory.
I have not been too much of a literature person. In fact, I didn't even know that I could, associate with poetry so much. I do remember reading about William Shakespeare, and I thought it went over my head, the sonnets of William Shakespeare and everything. That's the first memory. Like for me, poetry was William Shakespeare. I never thought I would ever associate myself with poetry.
Fair enough. And what a turnaround, there it has been, and with so much love and affection coming your way. So fantastic. And finally, the last question in the first segment: how did the idea of your first book with the Bookmakers germinate rather? So if you could just let us know the title of the first. Actually, you could tell a little bit about both the books and what they are about, so that everyone gets to know about it. And how did the idea germinate?
The idea germinated. I was looking for an Indian market because after my 2 international publications, I realized that people are not going to buy my book because in dollars, once you translate it into the Indian currency, the amount is too much. Nobody is going to spend a poetry book for 600, 700. That's expecting too much. Yeah. That too from a new author like me. So then I decided that I should look at the Indian market, but I was lost. I didn't know how to go about it, and then I met, luckily, Pragya, who has,
also worked with us. Yes.
also worked with you, and accomplished yoga teacher, and she's published a best-selling yoga-based novel,
Yes, with Penguin. Yeah.
a book. Yes. So she, she was like pushing me. She said, "Why don't you meet Suhail?" And I met her in Bombay one of these days. She lives in Bangalore. She
Yeah.
had come here, and she said, you keep writing on your blog and you keep posting so many poems. Why don't you meet Suhail and get this done in India? He'll help you. And I thought, yeah, it's a very good idea, but will he actually like my work? I was not sure. I thought, okay, let me give it a shot. But when I met you and the confidence you gave, I'm not going to forget that day, because you hardly read much. You just asked me, like, just tell me what you write, and I told you a little bit. I think it was a very small poem, and the confidence that you gave me, yeah, ho jayega. Within a few months.
हो जाएगा बिल्कुल and हो भी गया. I mean, considering all the accolades that have come your way, for both your books, your books have done phenomenally well. Including the recent one which we did with Loxley Hall, and some really amazing news being nominated for several awards, and so many of them. So that's wonderful, and just justifies our belief in your fantabulous work. And just like that.
But it all started with you. So your confidence mattered.
That is so kind of you. Yeah. But Tanushi, the good news is that just like that, we finished the first round, the first segment, in a very rapid manner. And that brings us to our second segment, which is called the Rocking Rapid Fire. So over here, what I'm going to ask you are quick questions, and you need to give me really fast answers for these. There are 10 questions that are going to come your way, and here's the first one. A movie you saw on the sly from your parents.
Kama Sutra.
All right. An Indian male author or someone from the literary fraternity you find handsome.
Okay, this is difficult. Don't find many people handsome. Has to be an author, right?
Author or someone from the literary fraternity also, that's fine. But Indian.
Okay, Indian.
Jaldi. Quick.
मेरे दिमाग में वो old man आ रहा है, but he's not handsome. But okay. कौन है male authors? Oh my God, this is difficult. Maybe we could go to the next question. I'm not able to.
That is so sad. Come on, there has to be at least one in the Indian
literary fraternity. Yeah, you're also an author. You.
Oh, thank you so much. All right, perfect. Next question: commercial success or critical acclaim?
Critical acclaim.
All right. Book launches or literary festivals?
Literary festivals. I love them.
Who's hotter, man in a suit or man in a swimming trunk?
Man in a suit.
Okay. An Indian actor you would like to date?
Ranbir Kapoor.
All right. So Alia Bhatt must definitely watch this. Naughty or nice? What do you prefer?
Naughty.
Okay. Movies or web series?
Movies.
Likewise. An Indian book you wish you had written?
Oh, okay. And does it have to be fiction?
No. Any Indian book you wish you had written?
So I recently read something about health, written by. No. There is this very nice book I read by Aisha. Aisha, who has she was a child and she passed away early. I'm sure Sky's Pink is made on her.
Sky's Pink, yeah. All right, okay.
So if I could make something like that, with doodles and like a self-motivating book. Yeah.
All right, wonderful. Mind, body, or soul, the aspect that impresses you the most?
I think mind, body, soul is a very. I think all the three, right? It's not just one. Because I
Out of
think
the
it's
three,
all connected.
comparatively, out of the three, which
Mind,
one?
mind.
Mind. All right, fair enough. So some rapid answers, some not so rapid, but a fun session nonetheless. Which brings us to our third segment, which is called Pucho to Jane. Now, Pucho to Jane is a very fun segment where an author from the book Bakers has asked you a surprise question. Okay. And you have to not only respond to it, at the end, I would be giving you options and you have to choose who has asked you that question. And this round has
Oh,
a Three Idiots connotation. So if you're able to answer it in the first go, you are like Rancho from Three Idiots, the topper in the class. If you answer in the second guess, then you are like Farhan, who's average. And
average.
if you answer at the last, you are like Raju, which is a place you ideally wouldn't want to be at. So, your question, Tanushi, is what if you woke up one day and found yourself transformed into a man?
I think I'll be happy. I mean, guys have it so easy, I feel. Yeah, I remember once I was like, I wish I was a guy. I would just go on a bike, late at night. I wish I could do all of these things. There are a lot of things women can't do, frankly.
True. So that's in a positive sense. And I was just wondering that considering you're a girl and your name is Tanushi, maybe if you're a guy, your name will be Tanuhi, right? But all right, that was a fun answer. Now you have to guess who asked you this question. Your three options are Gayatri Chawla, Aruna Dheer, or Vani Kaushal. Which out of the three have asked you this question? Gayatri Chawla
I think
and Aruna
Vani.
Dheer, Vani Kaushal. Vani
I
Kaushal.
think Vani. Not
Okay,
sure.
so you are not sure, but I'm very sure that you're the rancho of the class because that is absolutely right. Vani had indeed asked that question. But what made you guess that it would be Vani?
I can't expect this kind of a question from Aruna ma'am. I don't know. I couldn't imagine her. And Gayatri also have spoken to her. I didn't think. I thought Vani, yeah, spoken to all three. I think Vani can ask me such a question.
Fair enough, fair enough. So absolutely right. So round of applause, you can clap yourself. And which brings us to segment 4, which is called Best and the Worst. So I'll ask you a few questions where you have to tell what are your favorite things in life and what you absolutely abhor. So, your favorite dish?
Biryani, non-veg biryani, any non-veg.
Yuckiest dish ever had?
Onion soup.
Alright.
Yes.
Favorite film?
DDLJ, one time.
Worst movie ever seen?
आप मुझे अच्छे
लगने लगे. Alright.
Yes.
Okay. So, your favorite actor?
SRK. Shah Rukh.
Alright.
All time.
The best film and the worst film of your favorite actor?
Shah Rukh has given some very bad movies also. Best movie was DDLJ.
Alright.
Worst was some of them I didn't see only. There was this Koila
Okay.
and Badsha. I don't know. I didn't see them.
Alright. Fair enough. Your favorite song?
Oh, that's difficult. I can't pinpoint on one. The latest I'm listening to, I'll tell you. The current favorite is Shock by Kala.
Alright.
Series Kala.
Alright. A hit or popular song you don't like or didn't like?
Popular series that I didn't like.
Popular song. A hit or a popular song that you didn't like or don't like. Either ways.
There's this song that has come out which I don't like it. It's come from that Ranbir Kapoor movie, and people are going crazy about it, and it's a popular number, I think.
Show me the Tumka. No.
No, the other one.
एक बार ही किया तो प्यार क्या किया. That one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think most of these Bollywood numbers these days, I don't listen to them only. I don't like. The
All right,
numbers, the
all right.
numbers coming out now.
Fair enough. Least favorite actor?
Least favorite. Imran Khan, who has stopped acting, I think now. Which
Okay.
is very good.
Okay. Worst movie of your least favorite actor?
He had done this movie with. I'm getting very bad with movie names now. With what's her name?
Sonakshi.
No, he done this movie with Kapoor. Anil Kapoor की बेटी का नाम क्या है? See, I'm not even getting.
I
it.
hate love stories.
Sonam. Yeah, I hate love stories. That was still decent, but he couldn't act in that. Yeah, so he was like constipated throughout.
All right, all right. So the final one, best thing about your spouse?
Honesty.
And a thing you would want to improve in your spouse?
A lot of things.
One.
Oh my God, he's very critical about everything.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay, fair enough. So, round 4, segment 4, done and dusted, which brings us to segment 5, which is called Dimag Ka Dahi. So, Tanushi, in segment 5, you don't have to look so scared, it's okay. So, Dimag Ka Dahi is a round where I'd be asking you a brain teaser or two, depending on my mood, and you have to respond to it at the earliest. So, here is your question. Now, a plane crashed on the India-Pakistan border. On which side of the border would you bury the survivors?
India-Pakistan border.
A plane crashed on the India-Pakistan border, and on which side of the border would you bury the survivors?
India, right? Because I'm an Indian, I would think about India only.
All right. So the answer is that, well, you don't bury the survivors.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Bury the
Okay.
survivors. Oh my God. That is yeah, very clever.
Yes.
I'm going to listen to the question carefully now.
Okay, so we're done for it for the time being. Let's move to segment 6. So this was one from segment 5, and segment 6 is equally interesting. It's called Never Have I Ever. You know the drill.
Oh.
So basically what you need to do is, in segment 6, Never Have I Ever, you need to show all your 10 fingers to the camera and to all of us, and for everything that you've done, you put a finger down, and at the end we see what percentage you've got. All right.
Oh, so I
you
don't
can-
have to say anything in this.
you can just say yeah, yes, no. If you can still say, but keep your fingers down so that we see what is the percentage. So Tanushi, here we go. Never have I ever stolen in a shop. Okay. Beaten someone from the opposite gender. Okay. Kissed someone from the same gender. Okay. Made an excuse to not pay the bill at a restaurant. Okay. Stalked the profile of an ex. Okay.
I don't have an ex, but I have stalked people.
Okay.
I don't
Fair
have
enough.
any.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Got drunk at a party. All right. Had naughty thoughts about an office colleague. Right. Kissed in public. Okay, very good. Used a pickup line to impress someone. Okay. And the final one is lied about your actual location to someone. All right, so 6 on 10, not bad. You've done some interesting things, Tanushi, which is quite interesting to know. 6 on 10 is good. I mean, initially, first 4 questions, you were 1 on 4, so I was wondering what percentage will come out, but you really got up towards the end, so good job. So that is segment 6, and we come to the 7th segment right now, which is called Main Hu Kaun. So, segment 7 is Main Hu Kaun, where I ask you about a personality, and you have to tell me who that personality is. So I'll be giving you 3 options, or 3 clues rather.
Bad at UK, but I'll try.
Yeah, I'll give you 3 clues. If you're able to answer in the first or the second, even on the second, I'll give you a lifeline for one of the forthcoming segments. All right.
Okay.
But if you answer incorrectly, then there might be a penalty as well on either of the forthcoming segments. On the last clue, of course, you can take a wild guess. That's fine. No benefits, but no penalties either. So here we go. In the first clue, it gave me great happiness to know that the first translator of my poems into English was Rabindranath Tagore.
Who said this?
Who's
You're
this
asking.
person? Who's this person? So if you don't know, you can pass. But yeah, it gave me great happiness to know that the first translator of my poems into English was Rabindranath Tagore.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, we'll move to the second one. I was an expert in writing a term which is also the capital of Qatar.
Okay, this I think I'm going to get 0 in this. But I don't want to just fluke answer. There's no point. I
Yeah,
don't
so
know.
you may as well save it for the last one. Though I predominantly wrote, a lot of people have been adding Singh after my name these days.
Yeah, who said this?
So now you can take a wild guess because you're on the third.
You are not going to give me any hint.
No, I've given you 3. So I can give you the answer though if you want.
Yes, please.
Okay, so the answer is Kabir. So Kabir,
Okay.
his poems were translated into English the first time. The capital of Qatar is Doha, which what Kabir used to write. And Kabir Singh is
This is all
contemporary.
related. Okay, all the 3 questions were related.
Yeah.
See, I
Same
didn't
person.
get that part of it.
And it's
Okay.
about a poet, so I stayed true to your genre and I asked you about a
Yes,
poet.
yes.
All
I
right.
thought these are 3 separate questions. First of all, I got confused in that only. Okay.
No worries. But now we come to segment 8. It's a segment where we decide the star cast of a book written by the author. So of course you can't make a movie out of poetry books. But here's the question. So I was asking you that if you had to cast someone to play your role in a movie, who would that person be?
I think I would want Rani Mukherjee.
Rani Mukherjee, alright, that's a great choice, but that's your choice and that's not how things work in our world. So in our world, what we've done is that we've created chits over here with names of several actresses. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swirl this. You have to tell me when to stop, and then I take out 3 chits. And then you tell
Okay.
me 1, 2, 3, which one would you want? And whichever name is there, that is the actress who will play your role. Okay? So it's fun. I'm starting. You let me know when you want me to stop.
Stop.
Okay, so we'll pick up 3 now. That's 1. That is 2. And that is 3. So 1, 2, 3. Which one? Which number do you want?
2.
2. Okay, so 1 goes in and 3 goes in. Let's see. What is number 2? Not bad, not bad. So if a movie was made on your life, I think you'll not be able to see it because of the light. But if a movie was made on your life, Deepika Padukone would play a role. So not bad. So good. That's a good choice. So well done. And that brings us to segment 9, which is what would you do? So again, very quick responses where I'll be asking you, what would you do if you woke up as Rakhi Sawant?
Go back to sleep. I don't think I'll be happy.
Alright, if Urfi Javed was your fashion designer.
Oh God. I would always be conscious. I think I would have a severe. I don't know. I think I would be like totally conscious about myself, and I almost gonna have a nervous breakdown probably. Yeah.
All right. If you became the PM for a day,
Oh, that. I don't know. There are so many things to do, but this whole Hindutva, that pro-Hindu thing that is going on all over, I think I would.
you'd want more peace and harmony in the country, basically.
Yeah, and no pro any religion
Correct.
or any
Fair enough.
caste.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So the next one is, if Sunny Leone approached you to act as you in your biopic.
I mean, if there is nobody else and I have to cast her, yeah, she can. But yeah, I don't have options then. Yeah.
All right. If you had the power of invisibility.
Oh wow. Then I would love to go into those spaces where I feel, where I know that there are people who are either pretending and being something else with me.
Okay.
So
So you
like
would want to know the truth
The
behind
truth, yeah.
their
Yes.
supposed fakeness. All right. Fair enough. If your cell phone fell into the toilet.
Oh, I'll have to pick it up. No, it's cell phone. I mean, somehow I will pick it up.
All right. You can't do without it. Okay. If God came in front of you.
And that's nice visual thinking, but I don't know what I'll do. I think I'll just be in awe of the whole situation. But yeah, I don't know what I'll do. I'll be quite speechless, I think, and awestruck with the
Okay.
whole feeling.
If you were swimming and someone stole your clothes.
Oh my god. I don't know. I'll yell, I'll scream, I'll create a scene because I know my clothes.
Probably you'll now wish that you met God and got your clothes back.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. If you found yourself in the big boss house.
I think I would never want to be in Big Boss house because your true crazy self comes out, and I know I have a crazy self, which I would hate to present on the big screen like that.
All right,
But
fair
Yeah.
enough. And just like that, the segment is over, which brings us to segment 10, which is called What Next? So in segment 10, very quickly, Tanushi, you just need to give our viewers a quick update on what are you writing next, what is it based on, and when could we approximately expect that project?
So whenever I write, it's just based on what my mood is. So based on what I've written the past year, and I think more than a year, it's going to be based on love, and it's going to be. I am finally a person who always ends on a positive note. So maybe the poetry will seem very intense and almost tragic maybe in the beginning, but it will end on a positive light because
All
that's
right,
how I
perfect.
would write. Yeah.
Superb. So looking forward to that. And now we come to segment 11, which is called Joke Time. So in Joke Time, very quickly, you need to either tell us a joke or recount a funny anecdote from your life.
Funny anecdotes are quite a lot.
Anyone?
See, when somebody's asking, I'm not able to remember. Otherwise, there was quite a few of them. So there was the one that I can remember. So I don't know how funny that is. I have two of them that I want to tell you. One is that I used to go for karate when I was a child. So it's a way to come inside in karate. You're supposed to bow your head and say something and all of that.
Sure.
So I was so used to doing that in my class that once I did the same thing in my class, like while
School.
entering the school, and that was quite funny. I mean, everybody was
Yeah.
wondering what I was doing.
Wow.
So
All right.
yeah, that was
That's all.
a funny incident, and I was crazy about Sri Devi. So I have to tell you this crazy behavior of mine. And anybody who would ask me who you want to become, I would not even say heroine. I would say Sri Devi.
All
This
right.
was in class 2, and I was quite sure this is what I want to become. And then this Chandni and all of that came out, and the craze became even more. And I remember that we had those grill windows. Okay, so and the movie, I would see any song coming up, and I would start dancing. Like, I wouldn't care if there are guests who have come home. I wouldn't care how many people are in that room. I was in my own zone. I would just
Perfect.
start dancing, and I would think that I'm only Sri Devi.
That's
So I would
superb. So, I mean, those are childhood fantasies
Yeah,
which all
and I would
everyone
pretend
becomes.
that the window is the hero. So that would embarrass my mom, and she would be like, "It's okay now." Just
Yeah, must be a hero with wooden expressions in that case.
yes.
But wonderful to know that. Thank you so much. We come to the penultimate segment very quickly because Zoom has a time limit and we are short on time. So segment 12, Tanushi, is called Zaban Samhal Ke. So in
Okay.
Zaban Samhal Ke, we would be giving you one tongue twister and or two depending on my mood, but we're short on time, so maybe just one. There are 6 of those we have over here in no particular order. You can choose any from 1 to 6. Just give a random number and I'll tell you what the tongue twister is, and you can say it 10 times, or if I'm in a good mood, maybe even 5. So 1 to 6, which number would you like to choose? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
4.
4. Okay. So your tongue twister, Tanushi, is, which I personally feel is one of the more difficult ones. Tola Ram, Tala Tol Ke, Tel Mein Tul Gaya. Tola Ram, Tala Tol Ke, Tel Mein Tul Gaya. That is, you can say it 5 times.
Tola Ram, Tala Tod Ke.
Tala Tol Ke. He's weighing it.
अच्छा,
Tola
Okay.
Ram, Tala Tol Ke,
Tala tol ke,
Tel Mein
तेल
Tul Gaya.
में तुल गया.
हाँ.
तोला राम ताला तोल के तेल में तल गया. तल गया? तोल गया.
हाँ, तुल गया.
तुल
ठीक
गया.
है. हाँ.
हाँ, तोला
या
राम
तल गया भी कर दो आप. चलो तल गया कर दो, बट फास्ट अब जल्दी करो आप. चलो. तोला राम ताला तोल के तेल में तल गया. That's how it should be. चलिए.
तोला राम ताला तोला राम ताला के oh God. तोला राम ताला तोल के तेल में तोल गया. तोला राम ताला तोल के तेल में तोल गया. तोला राम ताला तोल के तेल में तोल गया. तोला राम ताला.
Fair enough. Not bad actually. Tanushi eventually got some hang of it. So appreciate the spirit. So well done. And that brings us to the final segment, which is called TBB Shout Out. We have 3 minutes left, so we'll have to wrap it up quickly. In TBB Shoutout, Tanushi, you just need to tell how your experience was working with the book bakers and what did you think about Superstars with SUHAIL?
Oh, this was good fun. I mean, every segment I was like, अब क्या आने वाला है? But yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah, absolutely. That was the
Great
idea, to
questions.
chill, jam, know the
Yes,
authors a
yes.
little more, so that
Yeah.
everyone gets a
Except
hang of it.
I felt like a fool in only one segment where I couldn't understand that the 3 questions were one. Apart
No
from that,
worries.
I think I had an awesome time. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And Book Bakers is like someone like family now. I mean, you guys
Absolutely.
have made my dreams come true. The 2 books that I have, it's like precious labor of love, which could turn into something so much more only because of you, Suhail, Book Bakers, and you.
Thank you so
So,
much, and it's completely our honor and pleasure. And we also hope that you will do a full-length novel, a fiction book someday, because I do think you have that capability in you to write a good romance story. But thank you so much, Tanushi, for coming on the show and having a great time, and also making us have a blast. It was absolutely fantastic. And ladies and gentlemen, this was it for this episode, but I'll see you very soon with another superstar on another episode. Till then, take care. Cheers. This is SUHAIL Mathur signing off along with Tanushi Singh. Cheers.
Hi, cheers.